Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is a quick recap and, my quick thoughts on Godfather of Harlem. Child, the Negro in America right now, okay, in white America, season 3, episode 1. Bumpy Johnson is back in the building, okay. Godfather Harlem is back. This episode was fire, all right. We got a good start to this new season. I'm excited and looking forward to it. Child, but Bumpy out here making some bad decisions, okay. Of course, this is after the 1964 Civil Rights, Act was signed by the president, and we are having this 16-year-old boy that, of course, was shot, and we got some riots going on. Everything got burned down. Everything is messed up, okay? Bumpy's messed up. The Harlem community is messed up. Everybody is trying to find a way out of no way right now. But Bumpy, honey, are we doing what we supposed to do? Because you out here robbing the damn community, okay, to get yourself in a better position. Was that the right thing to do? We got Jalo Colombo, this new boss that is in full effect, that's over here trying to make deals with Bumpy. But Bumpy don't want to make no daggone deals. He want to get them their money back, and he don't want to have nothing to do with them. So rather than do that, he takes from his own community, okay, to pay off his debt. Omar out here begging and pleading, honey, now, okay? All of a sudden, before you was talking that crap, saying how you was going to be back, this wasn't over. Now you over here begging Malcolm and, Elise talking about some baby, please, my apologies. Stella, child, what is going on? Now they don't need you to testify, and mama's out here, okay? Stepmama said off with her head, okay? Get her up out of here. She orders a hit. What's going to happen to her? Is it coming back to her, y'all? We got to get into all of this, all right? And, of course, they started out with open up my window game. Open up my window game. Yo, I love the freaking, theme song for this daggone show, okay? I can hear death calling my name. I swear to God, things ain't gonna change. Open up my window, man. I keep a revolver with your name. I know that's right, okay? Just in case. All right, enough of that, y'all. Let's get into the show. So we start off seeing that Bumpy and them is out here trying to do this daggone robbery, all right? We got the sirens coming. Police is already in pursuit. And we got this guard coming out telling them to stop. Of course, we see that, these riots is happening. There's fires everywhere. There's businesses getting messed up. The community is down and out real bad, okay? They ain't trying to hear it right now. The National Guard has been called in, and boy, oh boy, does all this stuff sound familiar, right? We know that history is always repeating itself, and I do like the fact that, of course, some of these is actual events. We're getting some real history, some real people that, of course, did exist. And, of course, we're getting the dramatization involved into it, too. So Mamie is here at the house with Bumpy, and she's basically talking to him, saying how all of this is crazy, it's out of hand. She's saying, wow, I don't usually hear you this quiet. What's going on? Of course, his mind is on this money that he owes, okay? He's trying to figure out how the heck he's going to get out this debt. He's like, I had it, the French connection. I was doing big things. Everything was underneath my control. The Italians was buying from me. I was in charge, okay? I dotted every daggone I and crossed every T, and now everything blew up in my face. Everything is up in smoke. And she was like, listen, nobody could have saw that this was coming. You don't have no control over what happened, and we're going to have to deal with it. We'll be on top again. You always figure out a way, and you will figure out a way once again. I know it's hurt, it hurts, and you took a hit. So did everybody, okay? We not in this by ourselves. Everybody is hurting, but we going to really rebuild. We going to come back even stronger than ever. So I say, yeah, Bumpy, that's what you do, okay? So I believe Mamie, of course, she trying to give him that boost that she feel like he need. Now, in the meantime, Malcolm is over here. He's doing his little radio thing or whatever, trying to talk about how Molotov cocktails is being thrown, today, and it will be hand grenades tomorrow. And, him and Elise is talking where he's just like, girl, you've been through a lot. I'm over here doing this pity party with me, but how are you doing? How are you feeling since everything that went down? Of course, she's feeling in her feelings because she's thinking about, I fell for this guy. I was going to marry him, of course, talking about Omar, And so they're all kind of throwing their own pity parties in their own ways right now, right? Malcolm is, Bumpy is, Elise is, the president, he's over here pissed like, yo, I signed this act and now I got somebody else on TV talking crap about me, saying that, I'm not hard enough on crime. I don't care about communists. I'm too scared to do a nuclear bomb. Adam Clayton Powell is over here trying to tell him, look, you doing what you need to do. The black community is not looking at you in that way, or the Negro community, okay, in their words, is not looking at you in that way. And President don't give a damn, okay? He straight up down told Adam Clayton, like, listen, I don't give a damn what the Negro community think about me. I'm thinking about them damn white voters. And of course, Adam Clayton just got to kind of relax, release, take his deep breath in and say, listen, you may say you don't care, but trust me, that's going to make a big difference, all right? And Mr. President is basically saying, like, well, I don't see the difference. They over here burning up their own communities and all this stuff, right? How often do we hear that? He was like, what's the difference between that and the KKK? I see them both as the same, and they both are basically displaying violence. But Adam Clayton says, well, I can tell you some differences. One want to keep what they have, and the other one want to get what they never had, okay? But trust me, child, that president don't give a damn what Adam Clayton talking about, all right? Let's just be real. And so, basically, we then are also seeing, that we have Joe Colombo, this new guy that's in charge, right? Muppy basically goes to talk to, of course, the old heads. And they are just saying, like, look, we respect you. We know how you get down and all of that. But this is a mess, okay? And why y'all out here messing up your own things? At the end of the day, we need our money. And we're not the ones that you got to talk to. You got to go ahead and talk to this new young buck that's on the scene. Bumpy is saying, well, I hope he's as good as you. And he's like, look, I can't, make no promises with that. You know how these new schoolers are, right? They are a whole different thing, so I doubt it. In the meantime, he goes see the bookkeeper. They counting up all the money, trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Of course, the bookkeeper is none other than Whoopi Goldberg. I forgot what her character name is up here. But they are saying you still real short and ain't nobody got no damn money right now. Everybody is suffering. If you don't got it, how the heck you think they got it, right? We cannot squeeze blood from a stone. So he sees the smoke on her jacket. He ends up telling Nate and Chance, like, get out there and get me my damn money, okay? Go out on the street. And they was like, nobody gonna have nothing right now. He said, well, you better figure out a way and get every damn nickel owed to us. So once they leave, he's noticing the smoke on her jacket, and he's like, yo, what the heck is that I'm seeing, And she tells him that she was in a fire and she's staying with her sister right now. And he's like, yo, you can't stay there. Your sister got a whole bunch of kids. He takes out $1,000 and gives it to her, okay? When he's reaching in his pocket to give it to her, she's like, no, you can't give me that. Are you freaking crazy? Like, you don't got it right now. Don't do that. And he tells her that this 1,000 ain't gonna make a difference. Get her a place. So she tells him, things were looking out, good looking. Now, we also see and meet Colombo, who's stepping in from Chen now, because Chen is all messed up, of course. He done goddamn arrested, messing with Stella behind. And we see this guy coming, talking mad crap, saying he don't like the way, they moving, what's going on, when the hell are they going to step to Bumpy, when are they going to make sure that Bumpy got his money, got their money rather. And they're telling him, yo, it's just been a couple of days, like, we on it, don't worry about it. And so Joe Colombo starts telling the guy, well, come over here, look at this car, I got some stuff set up here and I want you to check it out. He was like, if you look at this side right here, I done got it with the whole side is where we could go ahead and, smuggle stuff in the door. So he's like, check it out. And the guy's like, yo, I ain't checking out nothing. I ain't getting up there. He basically shoots him in the daggone kneecaps like, yeah, you are. He was like, the only one that's ever believed in me and looked at me more than a car thief is Chin. So tell him I got his back. I'll do whatever he need me to do. They smash up homeboy in the daggone car. And of course, when Bumpy then comes for his meeting with him, he makes sure to walk him past there so he could see that that blood that's leaking down at the bottom. You know, he over here asking Bumpy, do he want some espresso or do he drink some espresso? And Bumpy is like, yeah, sure. So, of course, he's thinking he's giving Bumpy the, you know, deal of a daggone lifetime, child. Okay, he want them to go ahead and work together, split everything down the middle. He's actually telling Bumpy like, yo, I like your style, I've heard about you, you a legend, I like how you move things. I'm not like these older cats that's been around, you know what I'm saying? I run stuff different. But Bumpy does not want to make this deal. He does not want to get down with him. You know, at one point he goes home and he's telling Mamie about it, and he's saying that's a no for him, dog. All right, and Mamie even pulls out some jewelry and it's basically like, yo, take this. And he's like, no, that's everything I gave you. Like, I'm not taking nothing else from you. You're not going to sacrifice anything else for me. And she's basically telling him, like, I would rather sacrifice and give you and know that I'm not going to be going to your damn funeral. I'm not going to have to see you in jail again. I don't care about these things, you know, but he refuses to take it from her. He said he's going to figure out his own way. And, you know, he doesn't want her to have to lose anything else on behalf of him, right? And so, you know, we have Stella go in to see, of course, the prosecutor that is going up against her daddy, okay, that got him locked up, all right? And, you know, he is telling her, basically, we don't even damn need you to get up on the stand. We good with that. He was like, you know, I'm surprised you still going with this, because usually people that, you know, tell on somebody would end up changing their mind. They would freak out. They would want to change their testimony, but you still sticking to your gun. So I'm impressed with that, you know. But he says that we got everything we need because they got this recording. And basically Stella starts feeling like, well, y'all used me. You know what I'm saying? What about what he did? And I want him to pay and I want to testify. But of course, when it all boils down to it, he's like, yo, we don't need you to testify, because if you get up there and you start talking about the fact that you was in this relationship with this black man, that's gonna rub the jury the wrong way. So when it's all said and done, they still don't give a damn about his death, and he still doesn't equate to anything. By you actually bringing that up, you know, he don't say this, but I'm saying it, they would probably be daggone happy that the damn guy's dead and think your father did a good job. So we don't even want to include that part in, you know. Stella's over here talking about he killed 3 men that I love, so I want to take the stand. I want him to go down. And he was like, yeah, no, okay, we ain't gonna need nothing else from you. You could go home. Now, in the meantime, Stella mama, okay, is going off on her back at the house, calling her a rat, telling her she ain't crap, she ain't never gonna be crap. If it wasn't for her father's telling her that she still had to let her in the house, she would not be there. She want her gone. And she's telling mama, well, you ain't nothing. That's why he been stepping out on your ass every chance he could get. You discuss him. You know, I actually feel sorry for you. Of course, after mama slapped fire out of her, okay? So mama decides she gonna go talk to one of the big damn bosses and put a hit out on Stella. I said, girl, are you crazy? Obviously, all of y'all damn nuttier than the fruitcake, okay? And he's telling her we can't do that. You know, no woman and children. That's our motto. We don't get down that way. And what if Chin finds out about this? If he finds out about this, he would have my head in your head. She's over here telling him, oh, we keep secrets all the time. There's plenty of things that my husband never knew. And this would just be another one of those things that's added on, right? He's not going to find out about that. I said, are you sure, honey? Are you sure? Okay. You know, and she come home apologizing to Stella, you know, talking about, can I talk to you, saying she gonna be stepping out for a minute and that her uncle gonna be coming later. Apologizes to her and tells her that she's never gonna hit her again. I say, yeah, I bet you won't, right? Because you thinking that she gonna be dead, but honey, it's gonna be your behind dead. Now, meanwhile, of course, when Malcolm comes back home, his wife is upset. You know, she's watching him on the news. Bumpy got these men that's, you know, being bodyguards to them. The kids have been sent away to her sister house. He's saying that they're safe. That's the best place for them to be. She like, well, why the heck we don't go there too? He's saying, nah, they need me here. I still got things to do. She's saying, nobody don't need you. Why the heck do they need you? Why do you keep sacrificing yourself and putting yourself up there where you could possibly be killed, okay? And anybody could understand her feeling that way, but Malcolm is not trying to back down, all right? He's getting tired of bumpy men being around too, even though he is thankful that, you know, he's put these men in place. I know it gotta be hard having them watch every minute. Even when he say he want to talk to his wife in private. The guy's like, nah, Bumpy said I can't move, okay? He's still trying to stand there in they daggone face. They had to step to the side in the kitchen just to try to get a little bit of privacy. Now, in the meantime, you know, Adam Clayton has stopped by the house as well. No, I'm sorry. Before that even happened, Bumpy went and spoke to the I'm going to call them the three wise men, okay? The three black bankers that basically, of course, had put up the money when he was first doing this deal. Now, I can't stand a damn hypocrite. Of course, one of these guys, I think his name was Charles, because the guy kept going, Charles, Charles, every time he said something. And he was sitting there like, no, I'm not going to hold my tongue. We went into this venture with you, and now we lost everything. We don't got no other money to put up. We all tapped out just like everybody else is, and you already owe us. So why the hell will we sit here and owe you, lend you more money? And Bumpy was like, let's call it what it is. What the hell you talking about venture? Basically, your ass was up in a damn drug deal, okay? You ain't no better than me. He's telling Bumpy, you wear them fancy ass suits, but you basically, are trash. You a gangster, even though you try to come in here and talk fancy, look fancy and all of that. And he was just telling the guy, Mr. Banker, okay, Charles, like, you the same thing as me, honey. You think you higher up. He was like, your ass was trying to get in bed with me. You was trying to invest in this damn heroin. You wanted a piece of it when you thought it looked good or whatever the case may be. And now that it's going downhill, you know what I'm saying, you want to jump off and look up at me, with the side eye. He like, nah, you're a part of this too. And if we was to all go to jail, trust me, you would basically be wanting to be my friend. You would not even be able to handle it. Bumpy just basically laughed in his damn face. He was like, if cops came through the door right now, we will all go down for the same damn crimes, okay? Embezzlement, bank fraud, as well as damn heroin distribution. So I don't know why you trying to act like you up in the sky. And homeboy got real quiet when he said that, all right? And so he just was letting them know, like, yo, crap stink too, my friend, okay? And he went the hell on walking up out of there. Now, in the meantime, Omar come crying and damn, Elise face. She like, what the hell are you doing here? You know that you could get killed. He's saying, yeah, he know, but he want to apologize to her. He want to apologize to Malcolm. Please take him to Malcolm. She like, yo, I hope they shoot your ass dead, okay? So, of course, we see that she does take him there. He crying on the floor. He say supposedly that, Elijah Muhammad didn't have anything to do with this. It all came from him. He was on his own and he sees the mistakes that he made. He's apologizing. He's like, if you are going to kill me, I take it, but just please accept my apology. And Malcolm said, listen, I got to pray on that. I don't know if I can accept your apology, but I also can't take a life, and I don't want Bumpy to take a life either. I'll leave it in Allah's hands. Now, in the meantime, Stella had told her mama she was going to get this job, which she laughed in her face. Okay, she said when she saved enough money, she would get on up out of there anyway. She don't want to live there no more. So she's trying to see, if I can't be a secretary, can I be a dishwasher? Can I be a servant? Can I be a maid? She says she don't care if it's with black people. That's not a problem for her at all. She don't know shorthand. And homeboy basically gets up, zipped down his pants and was like, oh yeah, I can guarantee you a job as long as you get to doing some work down here. And she said, like I said, I don't know damn shorthand, okay? Get the hell up out my face, boy. So, Stella basically leaves there. That job ain't gonna be happening, okay? Now, in the meantime, when she gets home, her mother, like I say, give her this fake apology and telling her that her uncle is coming back later, by later, be on the lookout for him. And we have Adam Clayton stop by, talk to Mamie, and actually telling her that she's going to have this new position where she's going to be in charge of these funds. He's also going to be doing this Sunday service where the sermon is about, the Negro in white America, okay? And he's asking if Bumpy is there, and she's like, he didn't get there yet, and she's thanking him from trusting her and all of that. So when Bumpy does get home, of course, they tell him about it, and he's sitting here like, oh, she deserves that, and that's nice and everything, right? And he's finding out that the president signed off on millions to be put into this black, bank that's in Harlem or whatever. so that they can get this daggone money, right? And meanwhile, of course, Bumpy has just left this bank with them saying that they don't have no money and they don't have nothing to give him. And he's mad frustrated because when they went to get this money, they barely brought back anything, right? He flipping the table, getting the attitude, saying, so is this my fault? I got to make this full payment by Friday. And they saying, Bumpy, you've been in tight positions before. Why are you going so hard with this now? It's all going to work out. Usually you come up with different ideas. This is not you. And of course, his whole thing is, I had everything and now I went to nothing, and of course he knows that if he goes in other territories, he don't really mean nothing there. Whereas this is somewhere that was his, that he owns. He don't want to have to share it. He don't want to have to bow down. He don't want to have to go in with anybody, Joe Colombo even came by the office again and tried to have another sit down with him and was like, look, you made a dent in history. I got nothing but respect for you. He says, so, I'll let you go ahead and do what you got to do with the heroin thing. And then you go half and half with me with the cars, And Bumpy is still telling him no. And he's trying to explain to him the whole thing of you could go anywhere you want. Whereas when I go certain places, I'm still not looked at, in certain ways. He's like, while your offer is generous, I'm going to still turn it down. So Joe Colombo says, okay, then I take my offer back and I want my money by Friday. Okay, no excuses. And I feel sorry for you if you don't have it. So with all this being said and him to come home and have, Adam Clayton Powell sitting in the living room talking about something. Well, they about to get millions of dollars and put it back into the community. Of course, the light bulb goes off in Bumpy's head. And this is when he's like, thinking, I'm assuming that they're going to go ahead and do this damn robbery, child, that this will fix all of his problems. But I don't know that it will. Now, in the meantime, Stella back at the house over here cooking at the damn stove. And she hearing a noise and she talking about some uncle, but then I guess she must have been like, nah, my uncle would have answered already. So Stella going to cut to see who the hell is coming through, homeboy going all upstairs looking and all that. Next thing you know, Stella done stabbed him in the damn back, child. I said, listen, I think a lot of things about Stella. She's definitely not my favorite person, but honey, she ain't one to play with. She ain't no damn fool. She is her father's child, okay? Then she picked up his damn gun that he came in there with and was like, pop, pop, pop. Okay, goes the weasel. I said, I know that's right, Stella. So, mama, you in trouble, honey. And boss man, you in trouble too for letting her talk your dumb ass into doing this, all right? Now, we get back up to where the daggone robbery went down and we see Bumpy and them in the car. They waiting for these, of course, the truck to pull up and them to go ahead and be able to take the money. Of course, we see the scene and hear the sirens again where we started off at, and the cop comes behind. I'm sorry, not the cop, but the guard comes behind. Bumpy tells him to put that damn, bag down or he'll shoot. And of course, Chance go ahead, or was it Nate? I think it was Nate, went ahead and took his behind right on out, and Bumpy looked like he did feel bad about that part. But at this point, that's a part of the game, right? And so now y'all robbed from the community. Y'all shot a freaking black guard. Did it really serve its purpose? Did you really come out on top? Now, of course, Mamie is at home and she ends up seeing this daggone news story come across the screen. They're saying it had to be an inside job because not that many people knew about it. We seeing Adam Clayton over here giving his sermon on the Negro and the white America. And more than likely, it's going to be between him and Mamie or both that will end up taking the fall or being blamed some kind of way for this robbery. Did Bumpy take that part into effect, okay, or consideration, okay? And so Mamie just looking really hurt when that's coming across the screen on the news. Now we got Stella at home with this dead damn man that she done had to shoot up. And we got Bumpy coming and dropping off all the money to Colombo saying, here is all the money. This is freaking $3 million. And it's Thursday, okay? I done brung it early. Colombo is telling them to take it inside. So is Colombo happy with this, or is this going to make him try to come a different way at Bumpy now? Because he was able to get the money back fast, and Colombo just seemed like he really been wanting to get in with him, from the beginning. And so, of course, Bumpy is saying, Harlem, it's mine. But is it yours, Bumpy? Really? Is it yours when you just took from them Oh, child, y'all put it in the comments what y'all think gonna go down, how y'all think Chin gonna feel. You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be him that's gonna get stepmama, or is it gonna be Stella? Is she gonna come back home and is Stella about to, take her ass out, honey? The way she thought she was taking Stella out. Put it in the comments. Let's discuss anything that I left out. Put it in the comments. Let's discuss it down there. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. Till next time, y'all. Toodaloo.